Smith going to look to throw right away. Short throw to Disley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You look at this Carolina defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
With they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Well, this defense for the Panthers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks. The Seahawks at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On first down, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, it's Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, a new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good pickup there at 22.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Gino. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he He's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And the
come on, set. Opposite, green. Ready.
they run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down, Panthers.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stopped that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Pass complete. He's got Smith and Jigba. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Smith on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
There we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his...
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Smith. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll... At the 10. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here is Young. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down he'll go at the 25. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now Geno. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
But this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers
both these teams
taking
go
the
through
lead
their final
in the locker
adjustments
room.
before heading back
As we
out
send you
of the
cross
locker
country,
room.
Orlando,
Time for us to go
Jonathan
back out
Coachman
to
is there
Lumen
and has
Field,
our EA
where
Sports
we
halftime
rejoin
report.
Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
On the set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Ready?
Second down, Young. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Smith. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
To throw on second down is Smith. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
97. Ready?
To throw on second down is Young.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think we all need some time to adjust to Thielen moving the sticks in a new uniform. Figure the Minnesota native, Minnesota State grad would be a Viking for life. He's in Carolina now and gets to be the veteran star helping along a very young.
And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Nice run from Sanders to accomplish a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000.
Young on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Young to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Young. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long.
Offenses have to continue to try and come up with ways to block this man. Otherwise, those types of plays happen. This is why the Panthers rebuffed trade offers for Burns all offseason, knowing he's a franchise cornerstone. Career-high 12.5 sacks last year, 38 in his first 4 seasons, and he added another one right there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Young will set to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now it's Lockett. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, now a loose football. The ball comes out. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And all the way in. Touchdown, Sale.
Well, CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will... A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Escaping the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot.
Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready? Now a second down throw for Young. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long for Young. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
A 49-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
Well, he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. They try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He may go through the middle of the field and hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 4th down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half. And